I remember a few years ago, I was visiting an independent film set and I watched the director work with some actors. And it was amusing to me because I could see the frustration that the actors were having and the struggle that the director was having articulating his thoughts. The problem existed because the director was so heavily focused on the technical aspects of the filmmaking process, the gadgetry. He was insistent that the actors turned a certain way and landed on their mark so that way he could get a very specific close-up. The actors, they were just focused on their performances, which when they would ask a question to the director, he would often become short-worded and agitated. At the end of the day, the scene got finished, but you could tell on everyone's faces, including that crew, that they weren't sure if that shot was actually that good. This scenario, it's not uncommon. In fact, it's something that happens on literally every level of filmmaking. And most of it stems from what I call a misalignment of directorial priorities. Look, to be a director, you have to understand the entire aspect of filmmaking, which includes the lighting, the cinematography, the acting, and of course the business parts of it. And each of these focuses have a very particular time and place. If you're only focused on one aspect of the process, that's going to be a lot harder, and you're not going to be able to focus on the thing that's most important, your actors. In pre-production, this is where you design the shot list. You create a blocking plan, a lighting plan, and honestly, pre-production is where you hire the pros to help you manage the technical aspects of your film, so that way when you get to set, you can focus on your actors' performances. It's not to say that technical decisions won't come up while you're on set filming, but if you make that your priority, then you're not servicing the performances very well as a director. When we're on set and I call print, I want the actors and my editor to feel that we have done our very best to capture the best quality stuff for the final edit. And this will ensure confidence and build trust amongst the entire filmmaking team. So look, if you're getting ready to direct your first film or even your 10th, do your homework ahead of time. Get the technical aspects done in pre-production. Hire the right team to help you manage those aspects so that way when you get to set, you can be as emotionally connected to the story as your actors are. If you can be in alignment with that part of the process that you're in at that moment, your film's quality will thrive and the process overall will be a bit more enjoyable. Well, that's all I've got for you today. Be kind, the world needs it. Peace out.